and welcome. My name is Jocelyn and today we are going to be playing with some new makeup. I did recently place an order with Sephora and an order with Glossier. That haul video is already up on my channel and I'm going to be using a bunch of those items that I purchased from those orders. Almost everything is new, so I'm really excited to see how it plays on my face and how everything works. I have high hopes for everything, so this should go relatively well. The first thing that I need is a hair clip, which I did in fact forget. Hold on, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so the first thing we're starting with is something that's old and it's just an eyeshadow primer. So I'll pop this on real fast. And I am going to zoom you in a bit. Okay, I've zoomed you in a bit because we're going to be working on the eyes first. And the first thing that we're going in is something I'm really excited about. It's a little bit older, a lot bit older actually, and this is the Natasha Denona Gold Mini Gold palette, and I think I want to do a sort of halo eye with this. What do I want to use? I think I definitely want to use the two mattes in here. I'm especially excited about this matte green, and then I might use the gold, the middle shade. What is that? D'Or, maybe? I think I might use that in the center of the lid, but I'm also really digging this last shade right here. I think that this is Lodge, maybe? I don't know. I'm digging this one too. It's like a green. Oh, wow. That's a really cool color. Very, very grungy. Look at that. And then let's swatch. Oof, the middle shade. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, oh my gosh, I bet this popped on top of that. Ooh, let's give that a try. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna try and maybe do that. Okay, but first we're gonna start with this shade right here on the end, just this muted neutral color. And I'm gonna go in with, got this fluffy, I think this is the Sephora Pro brush. And I'm gonna pop this in the crease. Okay, and next I'm going to take, I think, this little Kaleidos brush, and I'm going to dip into the green color, and I'm going to put that on the outer and inner corners. And I'm just going to kind of pat that a little bit. Kind of blend those edges. And next I'm gonna take this far green shade and I'm gonna just swirl my finger in there and start tapping that onto the center of my lid. Oh, that's really pretty. And then I'm gonna take the middle gold color and same thing, I'm gonna pick it up on my finger and pop that right over top. Okay, I'm liking that. I do think I want to take this flat eyeshadow brush and then go into that really dark color, and I'm going to take this on the edge of it, and I just want to run that along the lash line because I don't want to put eyeliner on, but I do want to darken up the lash line a bit. Kind of a drier formula than the rest of the little palette. It's got like a light sheen to it. Probably my least favorite color in the palette, but we can use it to deepen a bit. And I think that's where I'm gonna leave the eyes for now. Once I get the rest of my makeup done, it'll look a little more cohesive. Okay, so next we're gonna go on to base, and I do have the new Bite Changemaker foundation. I have used a sample of this before, but never obviously a full size. This is my first full size of it. and I'm really excited, and I really hope that it works the same as the sample that I got of it, because I really, really liked the sample. And in combination with this foundation, I am gonna try for the first time the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I got a lot of feedback on my haul video that people wanted to see how this concealer worked on my skin, so we're about to find out today. I am gonna use a brush to apply this, but I think that I will take it on my finger and then kind of dot it on my face. Let's blend that in and see where this takes us. Okay, so we do have a little bit of coverage, but I want some more, so. Okay, so there is the side with the foundation and there's the side without. Definitely a super natural finish, which I really, really like, but it does offer some coverage of the redness and the spots. I'll definitely want to go in with that concealer and see if I can cover up a little bit more, but I do really like, I like this amount of coverage for like more natural days. Okay, I think that the foundation is finished and it's looking pretty good. For those of you who are curious, I am using the It Cosmetics number 104 Airbrush Blurring Foundation brush. So that is what I've been using. Now that foundation is done, we are going to go in with the Stretch Concealer and I'm very excited. Let me zoom you out just a touch. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Okay. So this is what it looks like, and I think I'm just going to use my finger to blend it in because that's kind of the vibe that I get with Glossier products. And we're going to start on some of these blemishes that are still poking through. Okay, so that's the concealer applied on this eye. It definitely offered a fair amount of coverage. It looks pretty good. We'll leave it there while I apply it on the other eye and see how bad it creases. I always have to set my under eyes because I've got lots of little wrinkles down here. It does feel very creamy, so I'd be willing to bet we're gonna get lots of little creases there. Wow, it looks, I don't know how it's showing up on camera, but it looks so natural in person. I don't know how well everything's gonna show up. It might look horrible, I don't know. But the under eyes definitely, there definitely was some creasing here, so I will set it a little bit, but the actual coverage and the formula looks really good. It looks like my skin, but better. And then, you know, the foundation too looks very my skin, but better. So it doesn't look very cakey or anything like that. And what I can remember from when I was using a sample of this is that if you do get, like if you have dry skin, you can kind of see some of those dry flaky bits show up, but over the course of, I would say like 15 minutes or something like that, the foundation sinks into the skin and just looks really, really nice. I do not have a new powder, so I'm just going to be going in with the Hourglass translucent setting powder. I've had this for a while and it's currently in my Shop My Stash, so this is what we're going to be using. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for powder. Let's go ahead and finish up the eyeshadow. So I'm going to kind of replicate what I did on top of my eye onto the bottom of my eye. Okay. Well, hold on. Looking a little more than I was wanting. So I'm just gonna take a clean brush and just kind of blend those eyeshadows. They're looking really dramatic in the camera, but they don't look Okay, maybe they look a little bit like that in person. Let me take some of my setting powder and see if I can kind of diffuse the ends there. I don't know if that helped at all. Okay, so let's go ahead and just move on to the center part. So like I did on top, I'm gonna take this shade first and then top it with the middle shade. Okay, and then I'm going to take this small brush and I'm going to dip into that middle shade in this palette, the gold one. And I'm gonna put that in the inner corner and see what it looks like. I might need to layer a brighter shade on top, but I first wanna see what this looks like. I don't hate it, but I do want to layer something brighter on top. I am going to be using the contour shade in this Tarte palette, but there also is a highlight shade in here. So I'm going to take some of this and put that on top and see where that takes us. Sort of, kind of. Okay, so those are the eyes at this moment. Let's take care of brows real fast. So I am gonna first just kind of brush them out, but I am gonna be using two Glossier products. So the two things I'm gonna be using are the Boy Brow and the Brow Flick in Blonde. So we're gonna start with this, and I'm gonna kind of just fill in my brows with this, and then we'll go in with the Boy Brow after to set them, I guess. Okay, so I think that's gonna go ahead and do it. I think that they look okay. Let's go ahead and brush them through with the Boy Brow, and I just have the clear one. All right, there they are. I definitely feel like this one looks better than this one, but this one's the one with far less brow hairs for whatever reason. I feel like they look more fine from further away, but alas, here we are. Okay, let me zoom you out since we're almost done with the eyes except for mascara. I am gonna put some lip balm on. As I mentioned earlier, we're gonna go in with this little palette for bronzer. This is nothing new though. All right, we are nice and properly bronzed. Next, I'm gonna go in with a ColourFX monochromatic blush duo in Pink Dahlia. This is the first ever monochromatic blush that I've gotten from ColourFX, and I'm so excited. So many people also talked about this in my haul video and how much they loved it. So very excited to finally have one of these. And I think I'm gonna layer both of these kind of on top of each other. So we'll start, ooh, those definitely pack a punch, don't they? Very pretty. Okay, and we're gonna go in with the shimmery side and kind of pop that at the top a bit more. Well, definitely pretty. Okay, I like it. And then I am gonna take the highlight from inside this palette and go over my usual highlighting spots. A bit here and here, right there. Put a little bit more right here. And then I'll take my little brush and we'll do a little bit of a brow highlight. And what do we have left? Let's go ahead and throw on mascara real fast. I'm just using this Better Than Sex Deluxe size that I've got lying around. And I think all that we have left are lips. I did pick up a Fenty Gloss duo, and I think that I want to use this one right here. This is just Fenty Glow, but I want to put something down underneath it. I think I want to put down 5 o'clock. This is one of Tarte's Color Splash lipsticks. Okay, so we're gonna put that down first, and then we're gonna put this gloss on top of it. Ooh, yes, juicy. And there we have the finished look. I don't dislike it. The foundation's definitely very nice. Foundation and concealer are both very natural. They're a very natural finish, which doesn't totally go with this eye look and this lip because they're a bit more dark and sultry, but the foundation and concealer, they perform well. I think that they're going to be exceptionally good for the lesser makeup days when you just want a little bit of coverage. The eyes, all the eyeshadows blended and worked really, really well. The mattes were really easy to work with. The 2 shimmers that I used were beautiful. Just using my finger gave them quite the effect, so very happy with those. The brows I'm pretty happy with also. They don't feel super stiff or anything like that, so that's nice because I have used some brow gels in the past that have made my brows feel just really stiff and uncomfortable. They do look more natural than they do when I use my usual Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade, which I kind of like this look also. I think that the brows, the foundation, and the concealer are going to be exceptionally good, again, for days when I want something a little more natural, not so heavy or cakey on the skin. The eyes, I definitely think most of what I could go for with this little palette is going to be a little more, oh, I almost just dropped it, a little more sultry. I could possibly try just pairing these 2 shades together for a quick look. Maybe just these 2 shades together for a quick look, but I think that that green is always going to give you a bit more of a grungy, darker look. What else did we use today that's new? Oh, the blush. The blush is really pretty. I tested out a couple things a few days ago, so I did try the Fenty cream blush. I know I didn't use this in today's video, but I did want to mention it. I did use this, I think yesterday. I was just playing around with some of the new stuff, and I really, really love this. It was so easy. I just dabbed a beauty blender in there, dabbed it on my cheeks, and it looked beautiful, and it stuck around all day. So very pleased with this, and I'm definitely interested in picking up more of these possibly. And I also, while we're at it, I also tried out yesterday the Hourglass Vanish Concealer, and I used this all over the face, didn't use any foundation, and this was also really beautiful. So little kind of review, first impression review on those 2 products that I didn't use in today's video but are new. The gloss, great. No problems with the gloss. It feels comfortable, slidey, not super sticky or uncomfortable. And was there anything else new that I haven't touched on? I don't think so. So this is the finished look. Pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with how all of the products performed. Decently happy with how it turned out. I feel a little like the base doesn't quite match the eyes, but that's okay. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe for future videos from me, don't forget to do so before you go. All of those buttons are down below, and I think that's everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.